Hey, hey, I'm teethy about them facts, facts. Oh my goodness, so the nurse who helped rapper take off after shooting, she talked with the news about what she heard, what she thought was the victim, moaning and screaming, was actually his uncle Quavo, um, and she's going to talk about what she saw. Let's go.
Of rapper Takeoff, who was shot and killed just outside of a bowling alley in downtown Houston early Tuesday morning. KPRC2's Devin Clark live tonight outside of 810 Billiards and Bowling.
The sounds of gunfire and the imagery of Takeoff's lifeless body is still haunting that nurse who rushed to help him right upstairs from where we are standing. She says, though she does not have any regrets, she acted on faith, and it will be faith that gets her through.
I can only imagine. I could only imagine. She was not a part of the party. She was not, not involved. So she was just really a bypasser, a bystander. Rest in peace.
His lifeless body is still haunting that nurse who rushed to help him right upstairs from where we are standing. She says, though she does not have any regrets, she acted on faith, and it will be faith that gets her through.
Everything happened so quickly.
This nurse, who does not want to be identified, lives near 810 Billiards and Bowling, downtown Houston, where hip-hop superstar Takeoff was killed early Tuesday morning.
Yes, she was not African American, who we heard saying, no, don't move him. I'm a nurse.
Where hip-hop superstar Takeoff was killed.
Everything happened so quickly.
This nurse, who does not want to be identified, lives near 810 Billiards and Bowling, downtown Houston, where hip-hop superstar Takeoff was killed early Tuesday morning. Today, she says she's still traumatized.
I heard pow, 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 and it stopped.
TMZ sent us this cell phone video of the incident. The nurse, not being there, says she thought it was an active shooter situation.
In my head at that moment, I'm thinking, I'm not going anywhere.
But then, she says she heard a sound she could not ignore as a first responder.
He was screaming, ah! So I'm thinking that's the victim.
When she went to render aid, she says she learned the man screaming was not the shooting victim, but Quavo, Takeoff's uncle. She says Takeoff himself was unresponsive.
His eyes were rolled back and fixed. And I saw a pile of...
Could not ignore as a first responder.
He was screaming, ah! So I'm thinking that's the victim.
When she went to render aid, she says she learned the man screaming was not the shooting victim, but Quavo, Takeoff's uncle. She says Takeoff himself was unresponsive.
His eyes were rolled back and fixed. And I saw a pile of blood behind his head. So the first thing to do is to put pressure on the wound. That was too late. I checked his pulse.
While she says as a nurse she can't pronounce people dead, she believes the 28-year-old Atlanta native was already gone. The nurse...
Let me say this. I pray to God that he went immediately. I hope he didn't suffer not 1 minute. It was a horrible video that I saw. Yeah, and what she is describing is exactly what I saw, and I just pray that it took him out immediately. And I hope whoever did it turned themselves in, because Jay Prince has already made it clear he ain't protecting you at all. You have no protection in Houston. Turn yourself in.
She says she learned the man screaming was not the shooting victim, but Quavo, Takeoff's uncle. She says Takeoff himself was unresponsive.
His eyes were rolled back and fixed. And I saw a pile of blood behind his head. So the first thing to do is to put pressure on the wound. That was too late. I checked his pulse.
Well, she says as a nurse, she can't pronounce people dead. She believes the was already. The nurse also says it wasn't until the following day that she realized who Takeoff was, but his fame makes no difference. She says she would have helped anyone in that situation, and she's praying for everyone who is close to the Atlanta native rapper. She's also praying that whoever did this comes forward, and the public can help with that. If anyone out there has any information, ask to give HPD a call. Reporting